Hey there, CPO here, and got these new awesome bumpers from Excessive Industries, and it is time to get them ready for paint, which includes prepping them, and that's going to involve washing them and then using a Pour 15 metal prep. Now, I did have to get them out of the crate, and these things were fairly well secured into the crate for shipping, which is always a good thing. And then now, here's what I'm looking at is these raw steel bumpers with some very pretty welds, I must say. But they're getting ready to be prepped up, and then I'm gonna let them cure for probably a week before I actually install them. I'm not in a super big hurry. So the more cure time I can give them, the better the final product's going to be. So if I've got time, I may as well take advantage of that. Look at the reinforcement there where the high lift jack slot is on the wing of that rear bumper. Pretty cool stuff. I'll go into these in a little bit more detail once I get them cleaned up. But there's some cool stuff, like, check it out. Look, the pin for the trailer hitch is on the back side of the bumper, and that's because it sticks out just as minimally as possible. Kind of an interesting design. So hopefully, once I get it mounted up, I'll be able to show you how easy or challenging it is to get that pin through there. My assumption is it should be pretty easy. But anyway, so that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping these things up. So this is what I'm going to use to prep before primer. I've used OSFO before. This time I want to try Pour 15 metal prep. Should work equally well, if not better. The one thing I like about it is I don't think it's as caustic of a material. But what this is going to do is end up leaving a preventative coating on top of the surface. It's going to turn it into zinc phosphate outer coating, and it's water soluble. And basically what I'm going to do is squirt this material down and let it stay wet for 15 minutes and then rinse it off. All right, so I'm gonna let that sort of soak there for about 15 minutes. You can already see where it's already converted that surface rust and turned it, we used to be rust colored, into a grayish brown now, but not much left of it. 15 minutes, I will rinse this thing out. You can now see how that's sort of got a coating on it. Just gonna rinse this off now. And there should be a light zinc coating on top of this. Of course, my personal goal now is to not ever touch it again with oily bare hands, so that the surface is completely oil-free until I'm ready to get it painted, which will be tomorrow. I'm gonna let it dry for 24 hours after I get it rinsed down. And of course, I'm also doing the same thing to the rear bumper and the brackets for that. All right, so that's about it. I'm gonna finish these off, let them dry, and then next will be primer. All right, so here are the painted and ready for install bumpers in my not so clean garage these days. I think it turned out pretty nice. I did front and back on both. And like I showed you in the video, all those places I couldn't get to with rattle can, I used that frame paint to seal that up. So I'm gonna start with the rear since I don't actually have a rear bumper in right now.